Hello again, this is Lewis. Today is November 21st, Sunday in Santa Monica. It's very warm, surprisingly. Here I'm wearing my hat, avoiding the sun. And I'm talking about, or the topic today is about pain, hate, and anger. How anything can cause pain when our desires are not met. I'll give you an example. I was going to take some photographs of myself using my cell phone, and I'm publishing a book, and my editor wanted some photos of me, and I need some natural light, so I'm out here at the park taking some photos. And my partner, Margaret, was taking some photos, and the photos she took was a whole visual of myself, my whole body. I just wanted the image of where I am now as I'm speaking to you. And when I saw that, I immediately got into pain, hate, and anger. And I was wondering later, and this disturbs, my anger disturbs Margaret. Of course, it would disturb anyone. And I blamed her for not giving me what I wanted. So my desire was not met. I felt pain, and I felt hate and anger. Now, anger is desire to remove our pain, destroy people. This is where road rage occurs, when desires are not met, and we take our anger, our pain onto others. And Margaret is just an innocent victim in this situation. But you can see that even though I've been doing this work for over 50 years, I still have remnants of old patterns that come up now and then. And this is the typical pattern of my father would express. When his desires were not met, he would just express his rage and anger towards those who were around him, his children. And we're always afraid of my father, and consequently we all have problems. And these problems are fear, and we also imitate the way we handle a problem. So, and how I handle my problem is to lash out, to get angry at Margaret. And this disturbs her, and she gets upset. And I think about that, and I think, well, what is my problem? Why do I do that? It's a constant issue with myself. And I'm making some progress, and so what I do is I reflect and I write down what is it that I wanted and what happened. And so Margaret being an easy target for my anger. And you are right, this is not right. Should not be done, but it does happen. And how can I change? I can only change when I begin to really understand what I do. And I must reflect on how I want to be in the future. Spinoza talks about this in the Ethics. Proposition 10 in part 5 of the Ethics on page 252. He talks about how we can plan for the future, how we want to respond in a given situation. I hope to do that as I reflect on this over and over again. And for you who are my students, you know that you wonder why anger comes up again, or the same issues come up again, over and over again. Remember, no matter how old you are, you can start this group, these studies at the age of 18 or the age of 70. The older you are, you have many patterns of behavior, habits, and negative reactions to situations. Those are patterns of behavior. What we want to do is learn how to understand the behavior, and is there an alternative? So in my situation, where my desire was not met, I had the desire for a photo from here on up rather than my whole body. And when I saw that, I immediately went into pain because my desire was not met. Now, why would I go into pain? Immediately, when my desire is not met. And so this is where we imitate our parents or the environment we grew up in to deal with the problem. So in the future, I can say, well, this is not what I want. Let's do it the way I want it. And there's really no pain. It's just seeing what is. But the pain only occurs when we are identified with what we want. Identified means is that our life is dependent on the issue that we want or the thing that we want. And you can see if we don't get what we want, we go crazy. All right. So pain is a lack of power, feeling impotence and powerless, and not knowing what to do. Hate is believing that someone is the cause of our pain. So hate is pain with the idea of someone as a cause. And anger is the desire to remove our pain at any cost. I hope this helps. And you and I, as we continue looking at our nature, we learn what really freedom is. Freedom is understanding. You can go on my website and get a look at other videos. Or just go to YouTube and submit or search Luis Almeida, and you'll get a lot of videos. Thank you for listening.